Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and explore a second example of elimination. Again, we're just solving a system. A system is just two equations and you're looking for the point where they cross. You can graph them and see where they cross. You can use substitution, or again, you can use elimination, which is what we're practicing right now. Elimination means eliminating or getting rid of a variable. As I said in the last example, in order to get rid of a variable, you have to have opposites, right? 5 and -5, 2 and -2, 3 and -3, they're opposites. When you add opposites, you know that you get rid of it. So we're going to add these two equations, okay? So can we add them? Yeah, because do you see how the 5y and the -5y are opposites? So can we use these two equations with elimination? Yeah, because we have opposites. We have a 5y and a -5y, so they're going to cancel out when we add. So we can go ahead and do it. So first thing we're going to do is add the 3x plus the 1x. We know there's a 1 there. 3x plus 1x is 4x. And then again, the 5 plus the -5 is going to cancel out. So that's gone. And then 10 plus -10 is also going to cancel out. But you need to keep something over here. You need a number. You can't just say, oh, well, it's not there anymore. So you're going to have to put a 0. Okay? And then solve. So how do you get rid of this 4, right? So we can get x alone. We divide because it's attached through multiplication. Divide by 4, but means you have to divide by 4 over here. And 0 divided by 4 is 0. So now we know x equals 0. Remember, a solution is an ordered pair. It's a place on a graph where two equations or lines cross. So right now we know where the x is. It's at 0. We don't know our y. We need our y, okay? So how do you find that? You're going to replace your x in the first equation here with 0. So instead of 3 times x, we're going to write 3 times 0 and then plus 5y equals 10. And then we're just going to solve. Of course, we need to multiply first. See these parentheses, 3 times 0 is 0. Bring this down. Now 0 is nothing, so I'm just going to cancel it out. It's like not even there. I don't need it right this moment. And then I'm going to divide. If I wanted to, I could have, gotten rid of this 0 by adding the opposite here and adding the opposite here, but it still would have been 10, so it didn't change anything. So I'm just going to check to step 2, which is to get rid of this 5, which is attached through multiplication. So to get rid of it, I'm going to divide. So I have to divide over there. And so then I get y equals 2. So now I know what my y is. And there's my answer. There's my solution. Now, remember, I've said this in a lot of videos. You have to check your solution. So how do you do that? Well, you replace the x with 0 and the y with 2. And you see if it's true. So we're going to use the second equation here. And I'm going to replace the x with 0. And I'm going to replace this y with 2. And I'm going to hope that when I'm done, it equals -10. So instead of 1x, I'm going to do 1 times 0 minus 5 times, now instead of y, I'm going to use 2, right? 5 times 2. And let's see if that equals -10. All right, 1 times 0 is 0. -5 times 2 is -10. 0 plus -10, okay, because we're going to add those together, or 0 minus 10, however you want to think about it, is -10. And that equals -10. So I checked my solution and it works. Okay, so that is my solution.